Thank
Alanah
you.
just had a stroke on camera.
Don't worry about it. What did you just do?
she tried to do lots of winking, but
I'm
it looked like your
very
doll
sexy.
eye thing.
Oh, my little... This.
Or that-
Ooh, you're really good at that.
Thank you.
Ever seen that Katy
loved
Perry
it.
clip where she like does the doll thing on stage and then she like hits herself in the head and it's like it's really creepy. Katy Perry's creepy.
It upsets me that she named herself after her cat. Did
Did
you know
she?
that? Yeah, Katy Perry is because her cat's name is Kitty Purry.
Oh.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's Katy Perry's real name?
She has a different
Katie
last name.
Hudson.
Is it actually?
I don't know why
but
that's
Kate
in
Hudson's
my...
taken already though.
I don't know why that's in my brain.
Good point. I take it back. She's right.
Kitty Purry.
Yeah.
I know someone in real life named Katy Perry, and it's funny. And then she's like,
Unfortunate,
"Yeah, it is funny sometimes, but most of the time it's just like kind of unfortunate."
Just stop it.
It's one of those things where people just go, "Oh," every time you say a name. You just have
Yeah.
to deal with people. That, oh, that's like the sure fucking is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time.
One of Evelyn's editor, his name is Nate Drake.
Oh,
And that's not fake. That's his actual name.
I do think that's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick.
Does,
Hey,
he,
I'm Nathan Drake. I would just go around with doo doo doo.
does he raid tombs and stuff?
No.
Do you think he can climb around real cool?
The Nathan Drake can't
I
even
think
climb
it's
around real cool. He fucking grabs everything and it breaks.
That's a good point. He's actually not very
He's
cool with
the
that.
clumsiest man on earth.
Yeah, you
and
might
he
be right.
stumbles into success at
Also,
every
mass
turn.
murderer.
Yes.
Killed a
An
lot of
absolute
dudes.
psychopath.
Well-
100%.
How much of it is self-defense?
Let's talk about ludonarrative dissonance.
I legitimately have thought about getting that phrase tattooed on me because I think it's very funny.
I think it's like the most quintessential gamer phrase.
Ludonarrative
well,
dissonance.
that's not awful.
It's a really interesting. Do you know what that means, Ethan?
Guess.
Hold on. Wait.
Let's go.
I did at one point. I don't remember. And I'm not going to try.
It's basically when what the player character is doing is different to what the story is telling you. So, like Nathan Drake is a wholesome man, but he's also
But
a
he's
mass
killing
murderer
he's
everybody.
like,
at the same
oh
time.
no, my wife.
Yeah.
And then he's like all worried about it. And it's like, you kill like 15 people.
Guess I'll kill a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. And your brother got out of prison probably by killing a bunch of dudes.
Who showed up? Who even is that guy? Where did he come from?
And now you're bonding over killing people. So
And also pirates.
But they get to play Crash Bandicoot, so it's fine.
That was pretty sick.
that's
it was
true.
kind of actually awesome.
Even though his brain was miles away and he was thinking about the treasures that he'd never got. And it's
I do love
an
the opening of that
adrenaline
game.
junkie issue. Nathan Drake's not a good person, I don't think.
No,
No.
he might be a bad guy.
But most main characters aren't really great.
Most
people.
men are.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say.
Most men aren't great.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Brainlink
Welcome.
podcast. We have Alanah with us. Alanah Pearce, Charo Lanazard,
Hi.
Alanah,
token Australian.
first
G'day, mate.
time on the podcast for sure.
Definitely haven't done this before
Yeah,
at all.
We definitely didn't lose an episode where Alanah was on. Mm-hmm. And it was
I just assumed you guys scrapped it because of all the bigoted stuff you said. Too hard to edit
yes,
around.
That is true. It
yeah,
was
we
very
did a
hard to edit
30-second
around.
episode out of 4 hours of talking. Didn't really work out.
Super sexist.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you for having me
Slash
again.
for the first time.
Yes, definitely the first time. This set is very cool.
It's much
Yeah.
cooler than where we recorded last time, which was your house.
Yeah, which
Shitty
is just
Ethan's house.
on
Yeah.
my couch.
Who
It's
wants
a
to
nice
do
house,
that?
but it's not in the 70s.
It's not. I don't have a cool ass fridge like that.
It's
You
a
don't have
good
a tin
ass
of
fridge.
Uncle Ben's up
Man,
there.
I had these accent lights that I forgot to turn on. Hold on.
Oh, you fucking whore.
Well, just wait. They're connected to my phone.
In here?
We're
We're in the 70s. What even is a phone?
Yeah, you're ruining
just a
my
couple-
emotion, actually.
This is ludonarrative dissonance
Well,
at its peak,
well,
isn't it?
not
Sure is.
quite. You'll get there, though.
The gameplay is you on your phone. The
Yeah.
story is the scenery.
Okay, he made it
Yeah, it
work.
is.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at those little guys.
Wow. What kind of
Oh.
accent do you think they have?
Good. You know?
What was that?
Really good.
That's you're a little robot.
Yeah.
I like
A little
that.
British robot.
Yeah,
little
very
British
cute.
robot, little Australian robot, whatever.
You went to the UK. How was it? You have a good time?
Yeah, we didn't have fish and chips at all though
No.
while I was there,
Why?
which was a bummer.
We had it last time. We brought him for his first Sunday roast.
Nice.
That light went out already. Sick.
Ludonarrative dissonance.
My immersion.
That's it.
It's a feature.
Yeah, I had
you
my
don't
first
do
Sunday
Sunday
roast.
roasts in the US?
It's called Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You're right. They just do one Thursday roast.
Fucking idiots.
Big Thursday roast.
Big Thursday, guys.
Why is it a Thursday? It's like the shittiest day of the week.
Because that's the day that they did it in the first
But
time.
they gave the
Hey.
thanks
Any of you out there, if Thursday's your favorite day, you need therapy.
Wait.
I don't think Thursday's that bad.
I like Thursday.
It's not my favorite day.
I think Tuesday is the worst day. It's a Tuesday today, but I don't
Kind
like
of what
Tuesday.
I was going to say. Tuesday's pretty shit.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, what's the difference?
Well, Thursday's right before Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tuesday's also right before Friday.
Not quite.
I would argue Monday is the worst day.
No. So here's the deal. All right.
This is going to be a
I'm
rich,
very excited for whatever
white
you're about to say.
YouTuber privileged take.
As a person who obviously works a normal 9-to-5 job, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Tuesday's the worst day. Sorry. The weekend is the weekend, as we know. Okay.
The weekend.
Having fun, doing fun things. We should probably cheat out a little bit, by the way.
Oh.
Monday is like you're getting ready, you're a little bit tired, but it's like, okay, let's go and let's do this. But you're still a little bit thriving off of the weekend, right? You still got that high. You might even
disagree.
You might even still be drunk.
I would say Monday is the closest to depression a day can be.
No. I would argue that the end of Sunday is more depressing than the beginning of Monday.
No, that's the Lord's Day. You can't say anything about that.
Well,
That's right.
Jesus will fuck you.
Yeah. I think that's what that happens on Sundays.
But Tuesday, you're already in, and there's no getting out.
Yeah, but you're closer to the weekend. You're never further from the weekend than you are on a Monday.
Or a Sunday night.
That's still the weekend. You're still in it. Because you do the procrastination thing, the revenge procrastination. You heard about this?
No.
Where you
No.
like prolong sleep because you hate that your time is being taken away from you.
Oh, I have seen that.
So you revenge procrastinate your time. So you go to bed late and then you wake up groggy on a
I
Monday.
probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost definitely do that. I feel like as a person who actually works 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, you goddamn YouTubers.
Yeah. Believe me, I know. I'm privileged.
Thank you.
I am the patriarch.
I really appreciate that. Thank you. I think it's Monday is shit, and there's no post weekend high. You just
Plus,
you
if
just
Garfield
tired.
hates it, he's not wrong. He loves lasagna.
Our Lord and
But
Savior.
we
Garfield.
can't trust him anymore.
Why?
Chris Pratt.
That trailer was insulting.
This is rough.
God, does that guy work though? You know,
Man,
what
he
a
does.
career he's got.
He does do things. I really
A lot.
miss when he was Andy and we didn't know that he's kind of an asshole.
I would argue his best role is the guy from Lego Movie.
Oh,
yeah. I don't remember.
He's the main character in the Lego Movie.
Oh, he's the Lego Movie guy.
yeah.
He's the Lego
I'd
man.
argue that that's his best role.
Does he have a name in that movie? I don't remember.
Surely.
Star-Lord.
Question mark?
I don't know. He does. I can't remember what it is.
Infinite money glitch. You get into the Lego franchise, but then you're also part of Marvel, so then you just keep going back to replay that same role as the Lego guy.
100%. That's what
And
he's.
then
That's what he's
Mario.
done. And then Mario.
Mm-hmm.
My
and
God.
now Garfield.
The Garbucks are rolling in.
Oh my God.
It was all a path to Garfield the whole time.
Yeah. I can't imagine anybody. Well, Bill Murray did Garfield as well, I guess.
Didn't
Yeah.
Bill Murray like do it as a joke and then he got roped into doing more of them?
Really?
Good joke, Bill.
Yeah.
I think so.
What's
I think
the bit?
I think he accidentally became Garfield.
It's like, watch me sign this contract.
Joke's on you.
I don't remember. I heard something about like Bill Murray not really realizing that he was signing up to do Garfield for 3 movies or whatever it was.
Yeah, that sounds right because he does shit on it a lot afterwards.
Yeah.
He doesn't, he like makes fun of himself for doing Garfield. In Zombieland, he does that.
Yeah.
Do you see this sweet little baby face? Yes, that's due to me shaving. Despite what you may think, I do actually have a little bit of facial hair, and if I grow it out long enough, I look like a weird mutant child. And so to prevent that look, I go to the only place I know, the place where I can get the best, most exclusive shave possible. Without the exclusive prize. I go to my friends at Harry's. Harry's makes wonderful, fantastic, high-quality, German-engineered razors that are so sharp, you won't even be able to tell the difference between the 8th shave and the 1st. Listen, it's the holiday season, folks. If you need to get a last-minute gift for somebody, or if you want to try and shave Santa's big old beard yourself, look no further than Harry's. And you leakers are getting a sweet deal right now, all right? If you go to harrys.com/brain, that's harrys.com/BRAIN, you'll get the trial set, which is a $13 value for just $3. That's right, just 3 smackaroos. This is going to give you the 5-blade German-engineered razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, and a travel cover. So don't wait, shave all over yourself and get the best shave of your life with Harry's at harrys.com/brain.
That's a good movie. I like
It's a fucking
Zombieland.
good movie.
Zombieland's fun. Did they have a second one? They had a second one.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't think many people watched it.
I don't think
It's
so.
not
He
as
kind of
good.
pretended it wasn't there.
The charm wore off.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And people were also getting kind of cold on Jesse Eisenberg by then.
That's right.
That's an interesting.
Guy.
Well, there's like 3 of the same guy, and Jesse Eisenberg is one of them. You know, it's like there's like a bunch of them that just all sound and look the same.
Yeah.
And he's kind of in that group. But I feel like people really turned on him when he played, which I might not even. He might even be one of the 4 guys I'm getting him confused. Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
was him. And for some reason, people were like upset with him personally for his portrayal of Lex Luthor.
I feel like when you hear Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, you know what that character is going to be because Jesse Eisenberg plays himself in
All
everything.
the time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
we have had this weird era sort of recently of every DC villain just trying to be the Joker. Like just all of them.
Yep.
Like even the Riddler and the Batman
That's
is basically
what
just the
my
Joker.
Issue with the Riddler was like I thought that it was good and fun, and I like Paul Dano a lot,
He's
but
one of my favorite actors.
he's one of my favorite actors also.
He's one of- I said it
well,
first.
Okay, well
He's
that's
one of
fine.
mine.
He's your favorite actor first.
I like
but
Chris Pratt.
Get out.
But yeah, I was like, you're just kind of being the Joker right now. Like
Yeah.
especially in the scene when he's like behind glass or whatever.
He's
He
just
says, I'm
incel
the
Joker.
baby.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, you're just really pulling.
He's
Heath
just
Ledger
if the Joker had no bitches.
Yeah,
100%.
actually,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
no Riz.
Yeah, he's not.
he's not the
Rizzler. He's definitely not.
I
the Rizzler.
just can't help but feel like he felt like a 4chan user
Absolutely.
for that whole movie.
I feel like
Definitely
it was
did.
intentional.
yeah.
It kind of had to be, right? He did feel like somebody on 4chan. I mean, he has a bunch of like followers who
Yeah,
Yeah.
he makes commit crimes.
He writes manifestos. It's like,
Yeah.
you're really cringe and awful.
And I think
Jesse
it was
Eisenberg wasn't in this movie, right?
nope.
Okay, good.
I don't
You
think
would
so.
have absolutely known if Jesse Eisenberg was in that Batman.
I think it was also a little uncomfortable because it just hit too close to home.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
dude really do be existing.
Did
yeah,
you like
you know?
the Batman?
Yeah, but I didn't like love it. Like I really expected to like it a lot, and then I came away from it feeling like it was baby's first 7. Mm-hmm. You know, what I
It
mean?
is very 7.
Yeah. It took me a second to like realize what you just said. Baby's first 7.
But I stand by it. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
It I think had some like really really good cinematography, but it also was like ooh edgy.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I like the atmosphere of it more than I like the plot.
Yep.
I when we left the movie, I was like, I didn't like that.
There are so many things that drove me. Why? You know how they find like the photos that clearly somebody has been taking outside of the club?
Yeah.
And it's the fucking guy who's murdering people or whatever it was that the Riddler was doing. And they don't just go, that's probably taken from about up there.
Maybe check that building.
Batman!
I know that it's the Riddler and it's riddles, but I didn't like when Batman was solving the riddles. When he's like, thumb drive.
And they're, oh my God, it was so cheesy. And they're also all riddles that like my grandma likes. Like, they're not like,
Yeah, URL. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
oh.
I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be like he's not a detective yet.
Yeah.
He's not the world's greatest detective. He's called Vengeance. He's not called Batman yet.
Yep. And I will
So-
defend you know how like a big, spoilers, by the way, everybody, for the Batman.
This movie came out.
Yeah,
you're a
we're
Batman
past,
fan,
we're
you've
past the
seen
limit.
it.
Like the whole crux of the film is that Batman, super detective, doesn't know to use the carpet tool to lift the carpet. And people had an issue with that. They're like, how would he not know how to do it? But I think that was like actually an interesting comment on classism. How is the world's greatest detective, who's always been like a rich kid, ever gonna know what a carpet tool is?
It's like,
Yeah.
you can pull up carpets.
yeah,
I
you don't
thought
pay people to do that.
That was the floor.
That doesn't grow.
just fall through if you pull it up. What are we going to stand on?
Fucking ripping the space fabric.
Classic
I never
rich
thought about
people.
that. That's
yeah,
very
I'm
interesting.
okay with that part, but
I
yeah,
think
otherwise.
I think also because I'm such a huge fan of Robert Pattinson, I'm like, you didn't really get to like act in this
I
movie.
agree. He's very, very
He
good.
has so much range, and it's like I get why he is the way he is in the movie, but it's like you're kind of one note for the whole thing.
Do you know there's a Lighthouse sticker pack? The sentence I just said sounds very strange, but it's my favorite fucking thing.
I just saw the
Okay.
Lighthouse for the first time.
When he came to
again.
Ooh, well, that's fitting. So
It was very fun.
There's-
I want to watch it again to understand a bit more because the first
it's just the two men go mad.
the first watch through is like really jarring.
Yeah,
It was
just
really
be like
fun,
it's
but
just,
it's just like,
guys being dudes movie.
Farting, jerking off.
it's the only sticker pack
Fighting
that I
each other.
have.
killing seagulls.
Isn't this? Look at him.
Hark!
You could just react to people with like the seagull.
Oh, God,
For
the
some
seagull.
reason.
Oh, you're talking about a digital sticker pack.
Yeah, that I could send you little emojis.
Oh, that's
from the
really
Lighthouse.
funny.
Isn't it weird? Why does it exist?
You're not allowed to use that sticker pack unless you're talking in old timey pirate voice.
I just don't know why it's there.
Like you
so
have to be
funny.
yelling "hark" at people and Poseidon drown ye, and you're
Wait,
fond
yeah.
of me lobster.
Which is how I text, obviously.
We were talking about this right after.
Just classic
we,
Australian.
Yeah. Can you say you're fond of me lobster as an Australian?
You're fond of me, lobster. If I go super Australian, I have to like get into it. You're fond of me, lobster. Yeah.
Where? Okay, not to segue because you were about to say something, but what is the most Australian accent? Like the thickest, even Australians can't understand them.
My dad's got a pretty thick Australian accent. It's bogan is the word we use. And you can hear it
Which is like rednecks, right?
pretty much, yeah.
Backwoods.
What region?
It's hard. They're kind of everywhere, but realistically, it's my region. I'm from Queensland, which is the Florida of Australia. And it's pretty northern, I guess. And they used to be like this, you don't really know what they're saying because they're just talking. It's all one tone and it just sounds like one fucking word.
Have you seen that old Australian guy that like lights shit on fire in his fridge?
fucking freezer, mate.
No, but I love that.
No,
for
he
him.
goes, fucking fire in the freezer can. And it's so good.
And he's like, fucking fire and ice can't work.
My people are cultured.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
He looks.
He lights
So
stuff on
Australian.
fire in his freezer?
I'll show you.
Why?
I don't know.
Guy fucking fire and fucking freezer.
Anyway.
You were
Yeah.
going to say something else earlier, and I cut you off, and now you're not going to be able to remember what you were talking about.
Talking about the lighthouse?
We were talking about the Lighthouse,
Yeah.
and we were talking about when we watched it, how much fun that must have been for the two of them. Because I feel like it just goes back to like acting roots,
Yeah.
where it's all very like Shakespearean stuff.
Yeah. It's absurd.
Yeah,
They just have to lose their minds together.
A lot of soliloquies.
A little bit gay.
a little bit gay, a lot
yeah.
of farts.
Yeah.
So many more
fucking
farts. Way more than I thought.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
toots in that
Like
film.
the first time I saw it, I was like, "Wait!" The first fart that I heard, I was like, "Is that real? Did he fart?" That's funny.
Quite a bit, yeah.
House. Toot house.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's a very, very weird, very fun movie.
What's your favorite movie? I'm shocked that you don't have an answer locked.
I think my favorite movie is Arrival.
Ooh, I have that tattooed right here.
I did know that.
Can't show it. I'm locked in.
Yeah, liar.
Locked in.
Liar. Sure, yeah, sure you do. Fucking
I do like
faker.
Arrival.
It's hard though, because I don't know. I'm trying to. I think The Godfather is fantastic. I love Spider-Verse.
But you realize you're not a teenage boy, so you can't love The Godfather.
No, I just can't talk about it.
Oh, true.
Everybody likes that movie. You
Yeah.
just
You're not
can't
a
enthuse
freshman
about
in
it.
film school.
You said the
With
word
a guitar.
Coppola, and everyone's like, flies on shite.
I really like the movie Super 8. Weird one. That I'm just
I didn't
really
like that
fond
one
of.
as much.
Is that in the Cloverfield universe?
No.
10 Cloverfield Lane, great film.
That's my favorite movie.
That's a very good movie.
I really like that movie a lot.
No, Super 8 is like basically Stranger Things in film.
Yeah, it's like a
form.
more teenagey E.T.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I've never seen.
You've never seen E.T.?
No.
That's great.
Is it good?
Yeah. It's really good.
Does he? I only know about E.T. Phone Home and like something about a bike. Let me tell you what I think that movie's about.
Yeah.
That's a great idea for a podcast. Explaining movies you've never seen based on what you think it is.
Before I saw John Wick, I assumed, based on the things I had heard, that it was like a buddy cop with a guy and his dog, and they're literally cops, and they like solve crime together because I kept hearing about his dog. Not that far off.
No.
Okay, E.T. Phone Home an alien shows up at this kid's school and rides a bike home with him.
I like that this cut
It's a bike home with him.
this cut of ET is Alanah Pearce's ET phone home.
He gets home. He phones home to ask if he can stay over for the night.
Well,
he
the
rides the bike home?
Yeah, they ride a bike back to the kid's house from school, I think. Maybe but it as at nighttime. They leave school late. And E.T. needs to call his parents to let them know that he's good friends with the kid. That's kind of what I think that movie's about.
I can say you could not be further from the truth.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, first of all, when they're riding the bike, they're riding to get away from the house.
Yeah, they're getting away from trouble. The police are after him.
Oh, the cops are off to E.T.?
Yeah.
Because he's an alien.
He's an extraterrestrial.
How's that a crime?
Well, he's
Americans
valuable.
hate aliens.
Yeah, Americans hate not
Well,
Americans.
technically, I am an alien.
Yeah, and then E.T. goes like, watch this shit. Finger glows, bike flies.
Do you know about the drunk scene in that movie?
No.
There is a scene where E.T. gets drunk, and it freaked me out.
You
as a
could be
kid.
lying. And
He
I
has a very
wouldn't know.
fucked up face in that movie.
Yeah, I'm not lying. There's a
E.T.
part
gets
where
drunk?
E.T. gets drunk.
Is it a
and-
kid's movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was Max Scoville that told me this. This might be wrong. Well, I don't want to say this now because you haven't seen the movie. Do you care about ET spoilers?
Should I?
Man, well now I'm like,
I don't think it matters.
If there's one thing that I think we can all agree on, it's that I am very forgetful. I'll sign up for things. I can't remember phone numbers. I can't remember birthdays. And most of all, I can't remember all of the crazy amount of subscriptions that I have accumulated over the years. And sometimes I'll look at my bank account and I'll be like, what is this thing? What is going on here? But thanks to Rocket Money, they have a wonderful, fantastic, and easy way to track and cancel all of those unwanted subscriptions. A lot of people think that they only have maybe like $80 worth of subscription fees a month, but for most, it's actually closer to $200. So whether you have a bunch of subscriptions that you don't use anymore, or even, and in my case this has happened, I've had duplicate subscriptions before, you can go and use Rocket Money, keep track of everything, cancel all those unwanted subscriptions, and you can track your funds and savings through the app as well. It's super, super useful. So stop wasting money on things you don't use, cancel those unwanted subscriptions, and manage your money the easy way with Rocket Money. You can go to rocketmoney.com/brainleak. That's rocketmoney.com/BRAINLEAK. Get those subscriptions out of here. You don't use them anymore.
so E.T. doesn't die in the movie,
Okay.
but he does die in the movie,
Okay.
but he comes back to life.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a Jesus allegory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So 3 days later, it's more like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the kid, what's his name?
Henry Thomas.
Henry Thomas, yeah. He is really distraught because his new friend E.T. dies in front of him. And I think it was Max Scoville that told me that a friend of his made a cut of the film where it just cuts to the credits after E.T. dies, which is really funny.
I recently watched, it was one of the Mortal Kombat movies. I don't even know which one, but my friend upscaled it with AI so that it was 120 frames a second.
Fuck yeah.
It's insane. Because every effect has to then like have frames added. So
Yeah.
anytime there's any kind of lightning, like it's like a fucking fever dream. So we're all just sitting there watching this at 120 frames a second. AI upscale. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
I hope that it's the second Mortal Kombat movie.
I think it
Annihilation.
might have been.
I haven't seen a Mortal Kombat movie except for the most recent one that came out like
You
a couple
came
of
over to
years
my
ago.
house and we didn't watch the one that has the eponymous song. Mm-hmm. That wasn't even
seen
made
it.
for the game.
Haven't seen that, and I also haven't seen any of the Ip Man movies, which I really want to see.
The what?
Eat Man is fine if you haven't seen that.
I'm sorry, what?
Ip Man?
What's his name? Donnie Yen. I'm one with the
He's-
force is with me. Blind guy.
Yeah.
He's also
he's
in
like-
John Wick 4 as well.
Yeah, he has his own franchise like Ong Bak or like the Jet Li movies or something like that.
Oh.
Is he blind in real life?
No.
Doesn't he play a blind guy in John Wick also?
Wow, that's weird. He's really stealing them. We should cancel him. Hang on, give me a second.
I'm firing up the audience.
Yeah, you can't do that. Get out of here.
I don't think it's that crazy that you haven't seen Eep Man. It's not really
Never heard of
people
it.
going around being like, "You haven't seen Eep Man?"
Well, Justin Tracy does. He gets
Well,
very upset that I haven't seen that movie.
He likes action
Or
movies. Have you seen
those.
The Raid?
No.
Oh, that's
You haven't seen
that's
The
a
Raid?
crime.
That one is a
I don't
That's a
even.
crime.
I've never even heard of that movie.
Really?
When is it from?
Oh my god.
Have you seen the Dredd movie, right? The newer Judge Dredd with Carl Urban.
No.
Oh my god, we need to stop recording and you need to watch more movies.
As a person who likes film, those movies are so
You told me
good.
you went to watch the Marvels recently.
My friend asked me to go.
And you didn't just say,
And I
no,
was like, yeah,
let's
sure."
watch The Raid instead.
No, I didn't.
Didn't occur to him. I do have a policy where anytime anybody asks me to see a movie, I will say yes.
Yeah.
100% of the time. You want to go whatever the fuck you want. Because you get to be social, but you don't have to speak.
Which I would like to say that the worst activity for a first date is going to see a movie.
Don't do it.
I don't know why that's like a stereotypical, like, it's first date, let's go see a movie. That's a horrible first date.
Because you just go and kiss for the whole
Exactly,
thing.
because you want to touch in the dark. That's
and
why
you
people
feel
do it.
each other up
Yeah.
in the back seats. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I guess, but
You were just sitting there like, oh, this
Don't touch
movie's-
me, bitch!
This movie's awesome. Did you see it? Fuck off! I'm watching.
but you can't talk at all. You just gotta
No,
sit
it's
there
terrible.
and then after.
What kids talk on a first date?
I guess
I'm talking
like if you're a
anything.
teenager, then yeah, they just want to kiss.
I was a
just
teenager.
wanna
All I
make
wanted to do was kiss.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
But
I wanted
even
to see The Holiday.
even as an adult, I have been asked to go and see a movie.
Yeah,
Terrible
And I
first
was
date.
like,
For
no,
an
terrible
adult,
first
yeah,
date. I
bad
don't want
first
to do
date.
that at all.
Mini golf. Always mini
Destruction
golf.
Derby.
Mini golf is pretty good.
Yeah.
Mini golf's a good one.
Destruction derby.
Arcade
Fuck
kind of
yeah.
thing is pretty good.
Arcade's good.
I think a
mini golf-
shared activity.
Mini
is
golf's
good.
a good one because it's a very body language centric kind of
True.
activity, and it's also everyone's being silly, so you kind of get outside of your
Yeah.
comfort zone.
But
a
you
little
also
bit.
have something to talk about.
yeah.
You know, I think dinner's also a bad idea. It's too
I think
into dinner.
karaoke is a
bad
terrible idea.
Karaoke is
That's
not a
interesting.
that's
a high
really-
bar to get over.
really bold first date.
Wow, you got to be confident. Take people to karaoke.
Or you're both just so silly that then it's an amazing first date.
Yeah,
But I feel
think
like that's no one.
Yeah,
everyone
it's 0
clams up.
or 100.
you both have to be really confident to offer that up and to accept that. Date.
Yeah, I think the only people that offer karaoke as a first date are people who are incredible at singing, and then the other person's like,
just sitting there.
But that's insufferable. So karaoke is really fun unless somebody tries too hard, and then it becomes awful.
yeah, and then
you
they
know?
get up and they cue like 5 songs back to
Yeah,
back, and
yeah.
then I'm like, I don't want to go now.
I would just leave.
Yeah.
I'm
I
okay
love
at singing,
karaoke.
but I'm not good enough to cue 5 songs in a row.
People who are too good at singing karaoke shouldn't go. You know
Yeah.
what? That's my hot
I don't
take.
think karaoke should be about singing. I think karaoke should be about
Vibes.
screaming and drinking.
100%.
And vibes.
100%.
Yeah, that's why you put on like Sweet Caroline. You don't put on like.
Truly the white man's anthem.
It really is.
I have been to karaoke a few times in like the last year, and everyone keeps putting on the Hamilton songs, and that one that's like 6 minutes long. I'm like,
You can't
you
be doing
don't.
that.
You've never been to karaoke before.
No.
Don't put on a song that's over 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
That's all it needs to be.
It's so specific though. Like, what if I don't know the length of the song?
well.
Am I being canceled? Like,
well,
what?
Should you be doing a song you don't know the length of?
Good point. My go-to is Chop Suey by System of a Down.
that's a really good one.
Absolute
Yep.
banger at karaoke.
That's a really good one to start with because then everyone loses their voice immediately and then
true.
no one's good at singing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if you are.
I also think really any Britney Spears goes down well. People
Yeah.
like a good Britney.
Mr. Brightside by the Killers.
Mr. Brightside's
That
really
song's
good.
surprisingly hard to sing.
Yeah,
It's
but I don't
higher
think.
than you would think.
Yeah, but everyone sings it.
Yeah, true. Also, Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
karaoke
I really
song.
like
People pleasers.
Tribute by Tenacious D.
That's a fun
really
one.
good one.
Yeah.
Because then you get a duo.
Yep.
I also I really like Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
Very good.
It's very good.
We should go do karaoke.
We should.
You guys want to go do karaoke?
Let's
go.
I love karaoke. It's
Karaoke's
very
a good
fun.
time.
I went and did karaoke recently, and it was 10 people, 12 people, something like that.
Christ.
And they were like, hey, we have like a package. And it was Saturday night. And so they were like, we have an alcohol package that you have to buy with the room.
Yep.
And we were like, okay, cool.
Did you go to the place in Koreatown called Pharaoh?
No.
Okay, 'cause they
But
do
I
that.
have been there before.
Yeah, I've been there.
I think, did we all go there together? Maybe. I don't know. This was a different place. But they were like, and when they said this, we were all like, yeah, that sounds good. And then when they brought it out, we were like, this is way too much alcohol. They were like, we'll do 10 beers and 10 bottles of soju. And we were like, yeah, that sounds good. And then they brought it all out, and the 10 beers was like, that's good. But then the 10 full bottles of soju
That's
is
a lot
it's
of soju.
a lot of alcohol.
What percentage is soju?
It's not super high. I think it's like 8, something like that.
Yeah.
That's still a lot for.
I don't really
Yeah.
get drunk off soju.
No,
can drink
I
that
like
all-
the
Same with
flavor.
sake. I can drink that all day and I'll be
Which
fine.
is
Yeah.
sort of the point, right? Like it's more of a
yeah.
taster,
Yeah.
less of a shotter. I mean, you do shot it, but I don't fucking know.
Shooter.
Shoot
Shoot 'em, mate.
Shoot mine.
Bloody hell.
All right. I really like every time that you see Spencer because you say Spencer.
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 Banjo.
Bean jar. Spencer and bean jar.
I think
How
that-
was that guy?
Banjo? Huge news for Banjo. His physical therapist, because he's got a bad leg, was too fucking far away. And so it was really hard to get there. And so I've been effectively harassing this company who's closer to me to take him for physical therapy. And they finally today said yes. And I've genuinely been like, please help my dog. Please. And so finally today he's booked in to get
Huge news.
huge for Banjo.
Shout out Banjo.
Shout out Banjo.
He doesn't even know how happy he's going to be. Also, I was in Australia until Sunday. I'm very jet lagged. And
Oh, you were just in Australia?
I sure was. And when I walked in the door, he's the most excited I've ever seen any animal ever. He was like tippy-toe dancing in circles. Like, it's very cute.
How long were you in Australia for?
10 days, not very long.
But enough to be fucking horribly jet lagged.
I didn't sleep on the whole flight back, 13
Oh.
hours. And so because I got on the plane at like 12:45 Australian time, which I had adjusted to, trying to get to sleep was insane. So when I landed, it was what, like 2 a.m. or something?
Yeah.
So I was just awake. Like I'm a mess. This week's going terribly for me.
Where's
If it's
Brisbane?
any consolation, you're hiding it very well.
Yeah, you don't seem jet lagged.
It's a ruse, but thank you.
So Sydney's over here.
Yeah.
Brisbane's over here?
No.
Brisbane's over here.
If that's Sydney, Brisbane here.
Okay.
They're
Just
real
a
close.
little bit.
Real
So-
close.
Everybody loves nuts. Everyone. Don't you? I certainly do, and I don't have an allergy for the sake of this ad read. Man, every night I go to sleep and I think, oh, I can't wait to put nuts in my mouth. All sorts of nuts. Whether it's walnuts, pecans, Brazil nuts, and especially peanuts. I can't wait to shove those down my gob. But where's the best place to get said nuts? I'm so glad that you asked. You just have to go to nuts.com. More specifically, nuts.com/brain. They've got a plethora of freshly roasted nuts, dried fruits, sweets, pantry staples like specialty flours, and so much more. They've got something for everybody. And you can be sure it's going to be top notch because they roast their nuts and pop their corn the same day it ships, so it reaches you super duper fresh. Right now, Nuts.com is offering new customers a free gift with purchase and free shipping on orders of $29 or more at Nuts.com/brain. So, go and try out all those delicious options at Nuts.com/brain. You'll get a free gift and free shipping when you spend $29 or more. That's Nuts.com/brain. Live out the dream that I wish that I could live. I will die if I eat the nuts, but I'm sure they're really good. Nuts.com/brain.
Can you fly into Brisbane?
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, direct,
Oh, cool.
which is great. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, but I am falling apart.
Did you go to the beach?
I went to the beach almost every day. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was sick. They also had, there's such good tropical storms where I'm from. So one of the nights we had this insane tropical storm that was at like maybe 2 a.m. and the lightning's lighting up my whole room. And I was like, I need to stay awake. This is so sick. And then I kept falling back asleep and I wake up again and be like, oh, it's so cool.
So fucking cool.
I miss it all the time. You not have tropical? You wouldn't really, right? Have thunderstorms?
In Brighton, we do, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we had like
Do
we had a really
shit
crazy
here.
one last year and this year, where it's that thing where it's just like constant.
So good.
It's not. There's no like fork lightning. It's all just in the clouds.
Yeah.
I miss that a lot. We like don't really get thunderstorms here at all.
Never. You remember the Bahamas? We were all just sitting on the balcony being like, whoa. Also, Aaron was somehow really good at guessing exactly when they would happen.
Yeah.
He'd be like, now. And then it would come every time.
Wow.
Yeah. He's married to a witch.
This is true.
Magic.
Be careful what you say.
Not in a derogatory
hex
way.
you.
No, in like a hugely positive way. We love that Susie's a witch. We feel very positively about that.
That was very fun getting
Yeah,
to
it
see the
was sick.
thunderstorms. It was awesome.
It's like almost every night.
Yeah.
That place was great except for the food.
The food in the Bahamas was not great.
Nope. What?
We went to the Bahamas right after Creator Clash. It was so much fun. It was great. I think my favorite memory is when you and I just went and swam in the ocean, and because everyone's on vacation. It was like, we have no idea what time it is. We don't know how long we've been in here, but it doesn't matter
Very
because
good.
no one's doing anything. We're just hanging out in the
taking
ocean.
the swims.
It was sick. And we went on jet skis and it
did.
hurt really bad.
It was really
Like
uncomfortable.
bouncing on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, the direction I
little
guess
too
on the way
choppy.
out was terrible. Like, yeah, it was really
Yeah,
bad.
there's no suspension in those things.
It was real bad. One time I hit a rock there too. I hit like like a slight bit of a rock next to this like island that we jet skied around.
When we were jet skiing, you did?
Yeah,
Oh.
and I like went like face forward and smacked my neck into the front bar. I'm just like,
I don't remember that at all.
it was not good.
That was real fun.
Yeah, it was a great time. Really hot.
Yeah, I've never been on a jet ski, but all the footage like
Allegedly, it's like one of the worst things you could do. Like
Yeah.
super, super dangerous.
Yeah.
great if you're going laterally, I guess, to the
can
The
waves.
way
also-
back was lovely.
You can also get the thing of water up your ass. Have you ever heard
Oh,
about
the little
this?
jet
No?
stream up the back.
Yeah. This girl had, she fell off a jet ski and it went like directly up her ass and she had
Damn.
internal bleeding from the water.
Colonoscopy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's free though. Free
Free enema.
colonoscopy.
Yeah, well, you know, in America, in this economy, I mean, I'm trying to get one of those.
Could be the move. Could be the move.
I tried to cancel my health insurance today. Let me tell you, they do not make that easy in this country.
They don't make it easy to get it either.
That part, they'll take your money. They just won't
Yeah.
help you. And yeah, I'm trying to cancel my health insurance, and I've been looking for like 2 hours, and I've resigned myself to the fact that I cannot do it. You have to call them. And I'm like, oh, cool. It's going to take me 5 hours. And they're going to be like, are you sure? And I'm like, please, you're so shit.
Canceling your gym membership.
100%.
God, it's so. Why is it hard to cancel a gym membership?
I had
It's
to write a
stupid.
letter to Gold's Gym to cancel.
Really?
Yeah, like I had to be like, I would no longer like your services. And I had to sign it and fucking mail it in because it was
You
COVID.
guys chose to live here.
I went to a
You're
gym.
not wrong.
You're not even from here.
No, you're not wrong. It's a good point.
I went to a gym for a bit that for some reason they would send invoices. And so I tried to cancel my membership.
You were doing freelance work.
Yeah, it was weird. Because I tried to cancel my membership and I tried to call and they were like, oh yeah, but let me put you on hold. And then that lasted forever. And then I tried to do it on the website and there's nowhere to do it. And so then I was like, I guess I can just stop paying the invoices.
That's what I've done with
Power
my
move.
insurance is I just got rid of my auto pay. I was like, catch me now, bitch.
Yeah.
But
But
wait for
then
your card to expire.
Well, no, the problem with it because America is that what if it becomes like a credit issue?
it will.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
And then
about to
creditors
say,
will be like, you haven't been paying your bills. It's like, I don't want to pay these bills.
I was
Yeah.
about to say that with health insurance, don't just not pay it because then a debt collector will come.
Yep. It's super fun. So I have canceled it, but I am also going to call them and be like, please, I just need you out of my life right now.
It's like an abusive ex. It's like, please leave. I don't want to
It's
see you
so
anymore.
bad. And even when I do pay, they never see me. It takes 4 weeks to get an appointment.
It's awful. And then when you have health insurance and you go and you say, I have health insurance, you still have to pay so much money.
And they say, not the right kind. Go somewhere else, you punk.
What is that about? It's fucking stupid.
I have free healthcare.
Oh, God.
Man, Australia has free healthcare. Right?
Yeah, whenever I go home, I go to the dentist.
I was about to ask if dental is included in that healthcare.
Not?
In England, it's like certain things
Yeah, I
you
think
can
same.
get covered, but
You can
like
get teeth
fillings,
cleaning covered.
crowns, all that shit, no.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you guys
fillings
have bad
and
teeth,
stuff.
too.
Yeah,
Notoriously.
Huh. Damn.
which is really bizarre. I don't know why.
Neither.
Like dental work is not. Actually, in Ireland, it was pretty bad growing up. I had people like, I think you have a cavity, and they would just fill the entire tooth, just in case.
Did you guys have braces?
Yeah.
I had
still have
Invisalign.
them.
Invisalign. You still have braces?
I permanently have bars glued to the back
Oh
of my
yeah,
teeth.
Evelyn has a bar.
I need to have. No, my orthodontist said we're gonna put a bar in after we take out your thing, and I went, okay, cool. And then they didn't, and I was a child and I didn't know any better. And
I feel
then
very
they
positively
still
about the bars.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
but
think
they're
they
on
try
bars.
not to do them now because like stuff gets caught in them.
It's
and-
really hard to floss.
yeah.
Really hard to floss.
I've been thinking about doing Invisalign because of this
Real
little
easy.
guy down here.
I
But
think he's cute.
See, that's sometimes I'm like, I kind of like that little guy.
I think
You
he's
know?
a little cutie.
Little character.
You should keep him.
Yeah.
Well, give him a name.
Yeah. This tooth now is all completely fake.
You have a
You've
whole
got-
fake tooth?
It's just a root canal, and the whole thing is a crown.
You got good canines. Never noticed them until
You
now.
do have
got,
good canines.
You got good canines.
Rare.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I don't have
Where
good
are your
canines.
canines?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
They're round.
Ready to
It's
eat
fine.
some meat.
Damn.
I'm ready ready to graze.
Hell
Serengeti,
yeah,
baby.
brother.
You file those babies?
Yeah.
Just keep them sharp. Oh, that'd be sick.
What are your canines like?
You're a herbivore for sure.
Yeah, you be eating some lettuce.
You've been eating some grass, bitch.
Be eating grass for sure.
This bitch be munching.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
Whatever.
think you should keep your little guy. That's all I'm trying to say.
keep my little friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not like damaging to your mouth, you're not insecure about it. So I don't think there's any reason.
I've always just been like, oh, man. I feel bad sometimes when I'm like, man, my parents paid so much to make my teeth straight.
It's not your
and
fault.
then I didn't care.
But you didn't care, or the dentist who didn't put the bar in didn't care?
I didn't care
Did you have a retainer?
because I had a retainer and I didn't wear it.
That's me with Invisalign. I did it, and then my teeth got straighter, and then I stopped wearing the retainer at night because it would give me like awful like jaw pain. And I also have a tooth. This front one, they like cross each other, and I got it, and it straightened out, and then it would kind of like wiggle a little bit. And I told them that, and they were like, "No, your tooth was just in this position for so long that when it goes forward, the bone kind of needs to reform behind it and keep it in place," but it never did.
Whoa.
Have you guys seen the trend that's been going around with oil pulling?
You told me what oil pulling was.
What?
And
It's
don't
it's basically just coconut oil and maybe some other things, and you just like
It's
swish
not even
around
oil.
your-
It's like coconut paste.
Wait, you put it in your mouth?
And
Why?
you just like swish around and it like it protects your gums, I guess, and
You like
and-
squelch it through your teeth gaps.
yeah, and it like gets everything like out.
Well, I mean,
because
if
it
it
makes
works.
everything like loose in there,
Just floss and mouthwash.
and then it makes your teeth whiter. Also.
Does it actually work?
I don't know. It seems like it does.
I feel like coconut oil industry be popping off. Like I feel like everything someone's like coconut oil. People really sell it for literally everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
I would like to get to the bottom of
means it's probably a scam of
Big
some kind.
definitely.
coconut.
Coconuts
Big coconut.
don't even exist. I've never seen one.
Me neither.
Have you ever seen a coconut oil? Not me. Made up.
No.
How do you drill for coconut oil?
Exactly. Doesn't make sense. Where are they? Garbage.
We don't know. We have no idea.
It's not real. Whole fake industry.
I wonder how hard it is to extract the oil from a coconut.
Do you think they like milk it? Well,
that's
they do
coconut
have
milk.
Coconut udders.
What the fuck is
They
coconut
have
oil?
so much. They have milk. They have coconut water. They have oil.
They have pulp, flesh.
Well, I feel like those
Bark.
are the same things.
Coconut milk
And then like
oil?
the coconut milk and the coconut water and the coconut pulp are all really just
Yeah, I think it's just a consistency
different
thing.
concentrates of
A
the
little
same thing.
viscosity
Yeah.
change.
Ugh, Don't like that word.
I don't like the flavor of coconut.
No,
at
it's
all.
terrible.
I don't like it.
Not a fan either. I think it
You
really
don't like
stinks.
Bounty Bears? You guys have Bounty Bears, right?
Yeah. Not a fan.
You don't have Bounty Bears.
Maybe, but
It's just like a slab of coconut
Not a fan.
wrapped in chocolate.
I also really hate the taste of chocolate and mango together.
I'm not a big mango guy, unless it's just pure mango on its
I like
own.
mango.
I'm okay with mango.
I
by
had
itself.
mango sticky rice the other day. And it
See,
was
that's good shit.
fucking sick.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So
I don't want mango and peach flavored like yogurts and drinks. I hate.
Yeah.
I think because I used to have we had yogurts in Ireland called Petit Filou, and I would eat those. as a
Oh, you
kid.
got a petit filou.
a little Petit Filou,
Oh, you got petit filou.
a little bit of it. Even though it's French, we'll fucking pronounce it differently.
Oh, wait. It's like petit.
Petit Filou.
Petit filou.
We'd have that, and I ate too many like peach flavored ones, and now I hate peach.
It's like whatever you get drunk off for the first time, you
Vodka.
can't drink again.
Yep, vodka for me. I haven't done it in a long time, but I used to. If I had a shot of vodka, I would immediately throw up.
I mean, it is disgusting.
yeah, it is gross.
Does
It's
anybody
made
like
from
it?
potatoes.
Yeah, which... How? Again, we're talking about how you get coconut. How the fuck do you get vodka out of a
How
potato?
does anybody figure any of this shit out?
Have you seen that show? I think it's literally called How Things Are Made. Big in the UK, I
How
believe.
it's made?
How it's made.
I
Only recently
love
discovered
that
it.
show.
It's so good.
It's so awesome.
And you'd think that you don't care. All of it's interesting.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
so
seeing how
interesting.
pencils are made.
It's
Same.
awesome. It's so sweet. And I really like the guy's voice, even though it's super boring and monotone. But he's like, then the shit goes in the ass. And
He's the
fucking blah, blah,
original
blah, blah, blah.
Daily Dose of Internet.
Yeah.
Your
Wow.
Daily Dose of Internet.
He really is.
Yeah.
Have you seen Charlie's Friend do the Djibouti dubs versions of those videos?
No.
And it's like, and then the pencils come out one by one, but luckily there's not enough pencils to destroy. And like all the pencils rise up, and it's like they're coming, run. But he does a really good job of like it sounds the same. He can do that monotone voice, but he like throws in like goofy shit all the time.
Very
it's really
good.
funny.
What happened to Djibouti dubs?
I
Still
think
exists?
They still make stuff. They might stream. I'm not sure. I remember thinking that last year, and I looked them up, and I can't remember.
The go-to pipeline.
Yeah.
I remember Djibouti Dubs. Djibouti Dubs did the sticky thing, right?
Yeah, what the fuck is it called?
Yes.
The sticky.
It makes me sort of miss since I moved to the US, I've never had TV. I've only ever had streaming.
That's my
services.
favorite thing about being in a hotel.
QVC.
Yeah.
is watching shitty TV.
In the Bahamas, there was this thing that would come on at like 10 p.m. every night that would be a memorial of all the people in the Bahamas that had died, or
What channel were you watching?
it was incredible.
obituary
We
channel.
watched it for hours. I think it was me and Leighton maybe, or it would be like community events. So you just find out about like people were clearly paying like 5 cents to advertise like these little community
Yeah.
events slash
Come to town hall.
intercut with people dying. It was excellent content.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, you can't get that
That's
on
some
Netflix.
like real small town shit.
It was very nice.
That's
very
like what
good
we would
vibes.
do in Ireland. You'd like turn at 6 p.m. driving home, and my mother would be like, oh, shh, obituaries. Turn them on in the radio. And it's like trying to figure out if
Guys
we
you
know
knew?
anyone who died.
Wow.
It's like Ron in the last Harry Potter movie, just listening for his family to
Yeah.
die.
And then Irish people would be like, that's awful. Isn't that shocking? Jesus, bless her. Shocking to the world.
Jesus.
Shocking to the world.
I would like to go to Ireland someday. It just seems
I
like
think we
it.
should all go.
Yeah,
It's just everyone we know.
everyone.
I don't
Get a
that
big
might be a
old
few too
trip.
many people,
Get
but
a big old party bus.
we'll just drive on over the ocean.
Yeah.
But it seems like it always rains. Is it always?
I mean, if you've been to England, it's pretty much the same.
It was sunny the whole time I was there.
well, then not.
I've been lied to.
I think 'cause Ireland's much-
have I been gaslit this whole time?
Probably.
Ireland's really small, and because England's really long, so some of the middle doesn't really get as much. But Ireland is like, I grew up in the middle, so it's like ocean everywhere, all around at like almost the same distance everywhere. So it's like the same kind of weather converging in the middle all the time.
That makes sense.
which is a lot of cloud and rain.
Yeah. Which I guess it's okay sometimes.
It has its merits.
Yeah.
A lot of sheep.
A lot of video
lot of-
games.
Just cows and sheep everywhere.
I
A lot
love
of
that.
hills, rolling
A
hills.
bunch of fucking bastards everywhere as well. Bunch of gobshites.
Wow. Really went for him.
Yeah.
That whole country. Damn. All
Fuck
right.
'em.
Fuck 'em.
I mean, there's the stereotype of like Irish people drinking, but
It's very true.
I
Like,
do
what
feel
else
like
are you
that
gonna-
one's true.
What else are you gonna do though?
That is why, they drink
Like
a lot.
that's the same with any small town. It's like all people can do is just go to the.
That's why they all do drugs.
I mean, that's what I
Yeah.
said. The oldest pub in potentially the world is in Ireland,
Sean's
called
Bar?
Sean's Bar.
Really?
It's from the year 900.
Whoa. That's cool.
It's older than most countries.
And it still functions as a pub? Wow.
Obviously,
That's
like
sick.
the outside and everything looks different, but they still have like sawdust on the floors and
Whoa.
That's fun.
do a mighty pint of Guinness
Let's go.
Go to Sean's Bar.
in Athlone,
Do
right in
you-
the River Shannon.
Do you
Hell
think
yeah.
you'd get a free drink there?
Absolutely not. No. I wouldn't want a free drink there.
No.
It's an establishment. You got to support your locals.
That's true.
Don't want to disrespect it.
But maybe just one free drink because you have the name of the guy on the sign.
I'd be like, show my ID. Like, come on.
Buff, yeah,
There's no other
900.
Sean's in Ireland. Come on.
Not a single Sean.
Come on, be a lad.
It's all just Saoirse.
Saoirse and Neve and Maeve.
Siobhan.
Siobhan.
I like the name Siobhan.
Me too.
I really like
It's a
the
good
name
ass
Siobhan.
name.
What's your least favorite name?
I feel like
I honestly don't care if you
I don't
answer
like
this. 'cause
Tegan.
Tegan?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tegan.
is not great. I don't like any of those like southern modern name like Brindley or
Branthony.
Branthony.
I don't like any of the like shithead college dude names like Bryce and Chad.
Oh,
and
Bryce is pretty
My ex's
rough.
name is Blaine.
Blaine.
He is from Texas.
Blaine
And his
is-
sister's name is Lacey, which I also feel is very Texan.
Yeah.
Goddamn Blaine. That's his name. And his sister's named Lacey.
Was it yesterday you were doing the Red
Red
Dead
Dead.
dialogue and it was so spot
Yeah,
on.
the
If you
good
could do
girl.
that again, that would be wonderful.
Well, we got to get out of here. And Hosea said that we got to get on up and Dutch.
Gotta go to Tahiti.
Yeah, it's like,
Dutch.
Dutch has been saying that for a while. I don't know what he was up to. Well, Dutch says a lot of things. And it's just nothing. They're just rambling until you get to the town. It's like,
Yeah.
I think Dutch has the best interest for us. Dutch, I've known him a long time.
I don't even know if Australia's real.
He's not a liar.
Oh, awesome.
I'm dying. That fucking scene breaks me every time. I can't remember. I'm dying,
The one
sister.
that got me the worst is when you're riding on the horse and the song's playing, and there's like a point where you realize that Arthur is going to die, and you're like, am I riding him to his death now? Can I turn around? I don't want him to die. And I just felt so responsible for it.
Damn you, Dutch.
How about that GTA 6?
Ooh.
That's a video game that's coming out.
I'm very excited.
Easily going to be the biggest video game launch ever.
Yep. I think the trailer already has more views than it was like Zelda and Cyberpunk and GTA 4 combined or 5.
Did it come out? Was it yesterday that
It was supposed to come out today,
it was
but
supposed to be
leaked.
this morning and it dropped yesterday. Yeah.
I'm sad for all the people waiting for the premiere.
Yeah, that sucks.
They're still there
leaks
now.
Really blow.
Yeah, I feel differently like when I worked at IGN. I was like slightly more, well, if I have the information, then the information should be reported. And I don't feel that way at all.
I
now.
get
Like,
why they do
completely
it, but I'm
disagree.
like, man, you're just really not thinking about all the people that worked on this fucking thing. And
I don't
really
even think you're
excited.
thinking about the audience, because we all get a cooler moment if we're all in the premiere watching it at the same time, and then the whole reaction at the same time. And then, because I didn't know that it leaked until a friend who works at Rockstar texted me and was like, the trailer's up. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you had to do that. But like, we lose the fucking cool, epic, simultaneous reveal as well. Like, it's not even fun for us.
The random leaks like that, I'm like, because there's no real finger to point at anybody. I'm sure Rockstar know who did it. But at the same time, it's like journalists who have the information. It's like, just fucking sit on it.
I don't know why.
It's like no one cares that you got your story out like a day early.
Yeah, the reason why is because they get views. Like, that is why.
Yeah.
But there's just no ethical reason to do it. And the thing about, especially like the early GTA leaks, which I didn't watch any of, but I know it was early gameplay that leaked for GTA 6. Why on earth would anyone report on that when you're just giving audiences something they don't even understand most of the time? Like, they're so critical of it because they don't know what games look like in development.
Yeah, and then they finally get to see what they look like in development. They're like, this looks like fucking
this looks
ass.
terrible.
This doesn't look as good as
it looks
Red
like
Dead.
ass until like 2 months before it comes
It's like,
out.
yeah, there's no textures on anything.
Like, this looks just like GTA 4.
And
What
people
the
did do
fuck?
that. There was a
So
guy who
stupid.
went like kind of viral for saying that art is the first thing that's done in video game development.
What?
He was like, they do art first. That's why they hire concept artists.
Yeah,
And-
that guy got torn apart.
Yeah, he really did. He torn apart bad.
That was as close to a public stoning I've ever seen.
The GTA 6 trailer has 100 million views in the first day.
Love that.
Crazy. That has
Just
to
on
be a broken
YouTube.
record.
So on Twitter and everywhere else,
TikTok,
it has
wherever else.
a billion.
And then if you combine all the reaction videos as well, like, god damn.
Yeah.
Those twerk physics, you know what I mean? They done did it. Someone finally figured
Yeah,
it
people
out.
were like, they spent those 10 years well.
See the jiggles.
Seen them gator physics.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I haven't been that excited about like the hype around a game for a long time. Except Alan Wake 2.
Banger of a video game. Rockstar games get me because they are the only studio in the world that can spend $1 billion. Like, they're so, nobody else in the games industry exists in the place that Rockstar does, which is that they make GTA Online, just makes a shit ton of money, and thus have all the money in the world to fund the most expensive game ever made. Nobody else can do it. You can go to any publisher and they'll be like, we're not going to give you $1 billion to make a game. What's the return? And they're like, but if we make GTA Online and we make these shot cards and people keep buying them, we could use that money to do this. And they're like the only ones that exist that way.
I'm surprised that they're still with Take-Two, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why aren't they self-publishing?
I think that they're owned by Take-Two. You can't.
Really?
Yeah. They have to buy themselves out, and I can't imagine Take-Two would ever let them do that.
Yeah.
Too much money.
The more game you make, the harder buy.
That's, yeah. I
So
believe that was a
well-spoken.
Miyamoto quote.
If game come out early, suck. But if delay, good. Maybe?
Yeah.
Good baby.
I like that on the No Clip documentary, Gaben said like a newer version of
Yeah.
that. And it was like, suck is forever.
Yeah, suck is forever.
Delay is for now. And it's like way better.
Suck is forever, but delay is for now.
I think it was almost exactly that, just flipped around.
It's like, that's just a
It's like,
Miyamoto quote.
you know what? He's
but-
not wrong.
Yeah, it's like, it's not as elegant, but I like it.
Also, apparently that quote is not actually from Miyamoto. I went on a rabbit hole for it the other day, and it was originally said by a woman at a GDC talk, was the earliest reference that anybody could find. And she was like, I think someone else said it to me. I don't even know. Like, it goes so far
I
back.
imagine it's like a phrase in the industry for a long time
yeah, suck is
to
forever.
justify
Suck is
delaying.
forever.
Well, except in the case of Cyberpunk, where suck was only temporary.
And No Man's Sky.
Yeah,
And
No Man's Sky.
Huge one.
Alanah, you've played a lot of Starfield.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it now that you? How many hours have you put into?
Fuck
that game?
Starfield. I'm not letting anyone defend that on this podcast.
I didn't play any of it because I saw a lot of people play it, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this game.
There's stuff in it that I really like, but I do not like it as much as any of the other Bethesda games. And I think, like, when I try and think about why, like, I really got into the quests. If you role play in that game and you really go like, I am this character and I'm doing it, it's really fun. And all of the faction quests are super fun to get involved in. But I think it maybe feels like a little more like PG than their other games. So it doesn't have the same like humor or silliness or like hints of adult
Yeah,
humor,
it
you
feels
know?
more product-y.
a little, yeah. And I guess that comes from like it being NASA, like they clearly worked with NASA on it.
Yeah, it's a bit more homogenized. Like I played like 12 hours of it and I'm like, I'm going back to Skyrim.
I think a lot of people
It's
have
the
done that, yeah.
cohesion for me where like Bethesda's known for like, you leave the vault. What's that over there? Go. Whatever happens along the
Right,
ways.
and they don't have that leaving the vault moment. I think hurt them more than anything else.
Yeah,
that's
you start
so important.
and the guy's like, hey, who are you? You want my ship? Kill those guys. And it's like, wow. Yeah, I have magic
then
powers.
open a menu to fast travel.
Yeah, and then you go into the fucking temple for the 10th time and you follow a ball of light.
I will say that mechanic is my least favorite thing about that game. Is just I guess I just float towards
Yeah, that's how I get my
that
magic power.
again every time. Why?
At least shout
It's
wall is
really
just like
weird.
"Hey, oh, hey."
Yeah, but they could have made it like a little boss fight, or like I guess like you fight the Starborn afterwards. But every time it's the same. It's just such a weird choice. I don't know why they did.
It's also weird because it shares so much of its like aesthetic and stuff. I think with Destiny and like the gunplay and the guns kind of remind me of that. So it's like kind of feels like I'm about to get into a Destiny.
That's a
raid or
hard one to
something.
come up against because Destiny's gunplay is like so good.
It's
And
so
Bethesda's
good.
never
Industry
been
right now.
as good as. There's a lot, but
Anyway,
yes, there is
Starfield
fun
sucks.
to be found. There is fun to be found in the game.
Just play Fallout or just play New Vegas or Skyrim.
Banger of game.
I want to go back and play Fallout 4.
Yeah, I didn't play a lot of that one.
You didn't?
I didn't really like
No.
Fallout 4.
I played
I
a lot
also
of Fallout
didn't
4.
love it. Like I love 3 and New Vegas. I didn't play a ton of 4. I think because it was like, this is different.
It was just too simple.
Yeah, maybe.
The dialogue choices and the quests were all kind of boring. Game of the year?
But it's Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
probably
for sure
gonna be
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
I did like your video talking about the voting and the BAFTA stuff. And
Try to do it every year because people are upset every year. Like people are so sure Starfield didn't get nominated because it's an Xbox game. It's like, it doesn't
Yeah.
work that way. It's
and
just,
I like the
it's just not
Hogwarts
that
Legacy
good.
thing. You're
the
like,
Hogwarts Legacy thing, 100%. Game's just not that good.
it's like, oh, it's too woke or not woke enough, or like people didn't know what
Yeah.
they were mad about.
That
And then it was
one-
like, you think everyone shares the same politics as each other?
It's also with Hogwarts Legacy, it's really rare that games that come out early in the year get voted for.
Yeah,
like
unless
it's
you're
recency bias.
FromSoft.
Yeah, wait,
Sure.
when did that
February or
come out?
March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh no, it might have been January.
I don't remember. It was early
It
though.
was right at the start of
and
the
it's
year.
like, sure, Resident Evil Remake got nominated, but that's Resident Evil Remake.
I don't really agree with Resident Evil Remake getting nominated for
It's
Game
the
of the
only
Year.
time I've ever been okay with it. Then I'm like,
Really?
that one in particular, I'm okay with it.
Like, I really enjoyed it a lot, but I was like, I don't know how I feel about a remake being nominated for
I'm just
Game
gonna
of the
say
Year.
a bold take. Didn't really like the remake.
No?
I love it.
I love the original so much.
On
And the remake, I'm
GameCube?
like, yeah, I think I had it on PS2.
I just bought it for PS2.
Really?
Yeah.
I love the original so much. I think it's as close to perfect as you can get a
It's
video
a very
game.
good game, except for the tank controls.
I fucking hate the controls so much.
They work so well for it. Moving and aiming at the same time doesn't work for Resi 4.
I'm alright with it.
That's the tension.
It's true.
That's why it works. And then you turn your back and you're like, I don't, someone's crawling up.
I still feel that anyway throughout the whole game. It's very panic inducing.
Because the parrying and everything is like really cool, but then the whole time the boss fights are all like lesser than they were in the original.
I would agree with that. Yeah. I
Like it's less charming. Some of the voices are less like silly. Some of the goofiness is gone from it.
yeah, it's more polished. I really like it, and I mean I've never finished Resident Evil 4 before. I've played it so many times, I've never finished it before. Even on Oculus, dude, if you play it on Meta, it's so sick.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's really
It's
cool.
so
I have not tried
it's because
that.
you
That's
like
really
Instead
you
of going,
pull,
huh, huh, you just go,
you really do that. But like to pull out a gun, it's like you have to pull it from your hip.
Yeah.
that's
Grenades are in your
sick.
chest, so I punch myself in the boob every time I needed a grenade. Like it's so fun.
I think that's why I like Resi 4 original more, because it's slower and it's more intentional.
It's true. Yeah, I think they did a great job with the remakes, and I'm okay with it being nominated for Game of the Year, literally in this one instance, because it is different enough. Like I would also be okay with Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's obviously like
Yeah, 'cause
completely different.
The
but
Dead Space remake is very similar.
It's the same thing.
Other than the level design is more cohesive.
yeah, I also
Did
just
that
think
also come out this year?
yeah. And I
Weird.
also
This year
think
was
didn't get
a
nominated.
fucking
Great
a
year for-
nutter.
But yeah, bad year for jobs.
Great year for the industry until it wasn't.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's crazy to watch things be
Great
so
as a
profitable. and
consumer, terrible as a worker.
real bad. The vibe's off.
Yep.
So we have to pack up.
We are being waived. Time? What is
We're
it?
hard out in
Made
20
up
minutes.
construct.
It is a made up construct.
Doesn't exist.
Actually, it doesn't.
Nope, can't
No, it's
prove it.
not.
No
It's
one's
not
ever
real.
proven it.
Anyway, Baldur's Gate 3 is game of the year, even
Yeah,
though
Alan Wake 2 is a close second.
Yes. I would say Alan Wake 2 ticks all of my own boxes more.
It's
But I think Baldur's
Are you
Gate-
going to the Game Awards?
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see the Gods of Asgard. Is that the name? The band
Old
live.
Gods of Asgard. Poets of the
I'm
Fall.
so excited.
Yeah,
I'm
Because
actually
everyone
getting,
was like, they better play there. And then it was like, it's a bit too late for them to play there. And now I'm like, Herald of Darkness is happening.
I'm getting dinner with Sam Lake tonight. I know. And I'm definitely gonna be like, can I get a picture? And I never ask anybody for a picture, but I was like, but he's Alex Casey.
He just followed me on Instagram.
Huge news for
And
you.
he liked my Thankmas tweet or my Thankmas Instagram post. And I was like, dude, great game. And he was like, thank you. And I was like, dude, this is sick. And he loves
very
coffee.
excited.
Alan Wake is the reason I made a coffee company.
Really?
It's the reason I started drinking coffee in the first place.
Wow.
Oh,
You
'cause
got-
he-
and all they wanted you to do was buy the Energizer bunnies, and you were like, no, it is coffee that I will go for.
Because he talked about like, try the coffee, but don't fall in love or you'll be upset when you have to leave. And I was like, black coffee sounds so cool.
Damn, I didn't know
Alan
that.
Wake, so cool.
All right. Well, Alanah, thank you so much for coming.
Anytime.
on
Yes.
the
Sorry, it's a shorter
podcast.
episode, but we
It's
fucked
okay.
up our timing.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
If people wanted to find you on the places where they find you, where are they?
I'm at Charizard everywhere on the internet. It's my name in the middle of Charizard. Thank you.
But if you don't know how to spell Alanah, Char Al will get you close
Just don't
enough.
fucking worry about it.
If
That's what I always say.
going to morph bar when pregnant, what happened to baby?
What happened to baby?
What happened to baby?
What happened to baby?
Baby die.
Maybe.
Samus wouldn't get pregnant on the job because she's just killing monsters all the time. She doesn't even have time to fuck.
You could do both
That's true.
at the same time. Yeah. you
Time
could do
management.
Yeah. I think that's a salient point to end this on.
Ludonarrative dissonance.
That's what I'm saying.
Where's the fuck quest in Metro? Riley!